At one point or the other in our careers, most of us have worked for a bad boss. Maybe you've had a manager who takes all the credit for your work, or maybe someone who only notices mistakes but never acknowledges your effort. Worse still, maybe you've worked for leadership that makes you wonder how they got the job in the first place. Let's be honest, this can be incredibly frustrating. And here's what often happens in such situations. We start lowering our standards, we stop giving our best, we become very cynical. We tell others, why am I going the extra mile when it's not appreciated? Now, please hear me out on this one. Don't let a bad boss make you average and lower your standards. That's why Colossians 3:23 says, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord. Notice what Paul doesn't say. He doesn't say work hard when your boss is fair. He doesn't say work hard when you are recognized. Neither does he say work hard when leadership deserves it. He says work wholeheartedly, period. Because ultimately your work is an act of worship before it is a task for your manager. Here are 3 powerful lessons I've learned that will help you thrive under poor leadership. Number 1, don't let their weakness become your excuse. One of the easiest things to do in a frustrating environment is to justify mediocre effort. You tell yourself, my boss doesn't care, my contribution isn't valued, no matter how well I do my work, my boss will still put it down. But here's the truth. Your standards should never be determined by someone else's shortcomings. Don't allow poor leadership to produce poor performance in you. Your future depends on your character and not their leadership capability. Number 2, focus on what you can control. You can't control your manager, you can't control office politics, neither can you control who gets promoted. But what you can control is your attitude. You can also control your preparation, you can control your professionalism, and more importantly, your response. The moment you stop obsessing over what you cannot control, you regain power over what you actually can control. Number 3, pay attention to the lesson, not the discomfort. Every boss teaches you something. Some teach you what to do, others teach you what not to do. Either way, there's always a valuable lesson in every experience. So be careful to learn it, because one day you may lead people yourself. And the truth is, the leaders who make the biggest impact are those who often remember how it felt to work under poor leadership. Here's the big idea. A bad boss can make your job very difficult, but they don't have to make you a bad employee. In fact, some of the most capable professionals are forged in very difficult environments because they learn to maintain excellence even when excellence isn't modeled around them. Your boss may influence your environment, but they don't have to determine your standards. That's why you must work with excellence, grow through the challenge, and remember, let adversity develop what comfort never could.